What's happening, peeps? Today we have a very special thing, tender steak. What's happening, people? Today we have something very special, a very special cut. Today we have a tender steak, a very special cut, usually called the butcher's cut as well, because the butchers are going to take those pieces and not going to sell those. I got access to one of those very special cuts, and it is a very, very tender piece, and it doesn't take much to make it very, very delicious. Just a couple of minutes on the grill, very, very hot heat. Heat it up really, really good. Make sure that there is no thyme, nothing on it, no garlic, and then put it on the hottest spot you can find on your barbecue. Just put it on there. 5 minutes on both sides. Just 5 minutes on both sides, and then rest it for another 10 minutes until it reaches about 44 degrees Celsius or 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get back in 5 minutes where we're going to flip very special butcher's cut over to the other side.
So while the butcher was kind enough to put up his cut for sale, the lady selling it, she could tell me exactly what it was and how I should prepare it. So the perfect opportunity to try to figure that out for myself. A little experiment in the kitchen indeed. And we're going to serve corn on the cob with it because it's a family party. The hanging tender, or just hanger, is anatomically the muscle between the lung and the liver, the diaphragm. And as you can see, it has this very deep red color that we know from the liver. It has a very slight taste after liver, but not really. Usually people think it's the crude cut of meat, but it is actually one of the most tender. That's why it's also called the hanging tender or hanger steak or just hanger. Because the diaphragm hangs between the lung and the liver. It has this deep reddish color that we know from the liver, but it only tastes vaguely after the liver. It has more the texture and flavor of what we know as flank steak. The diaphragm only exists once anatomically. Unless you cut open a crocodile, we're going to find two diaphragms. Two musculus diaphragmaticus. This is why it's a very unique cut and only exists once. We added the corn on the cob and we flipped the steak on the other side. Now it's time to wait another 3 to 4 minutes before we're going to let the hanging tender rest while the corn gets warm. Alright, time to turn the heat off and flip the corn on the other side so it gets a little bit of color there as well.
Now this looks like a very, very good consistency right here. Of course, we are going to use a thermometer to be really sure that the meat has the right temperature. So what we have right here is, it's going up now to 36 degrees. It's about 100 Fahrenheit right now. We want to have it at around 55 or 130 Fahrenheit. I'm going to turn down the heat on this side just to make sure that it's not indirectly barbecued, indirectly cooking. This gives us a little bit of time to flip over the corn. You see the very nice color here. It looks very beautiful. It's a very beautiful corn. Of course, we're going to use a little bit of butter afterwards to make it even more delicious. Again, and well, let's wait another 10 minutes, let it rest there, indirect heat, let it rest until it reaches the 130 Fahrenheit, 55 degrees Celsius. Alright, we have now reached our 55 degrees Celsius and 130 degree Fahrenheit. It looks perfect, it looks really perfect. I'm really looking forward. Goodbye here. Gonna enjoy some family time right now. If you have any questions with your butcher's cut, let me know. I'm really curious what you're going to make with your butcher's cut. Over and out.